This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
All right, now we interest was the CAF president, Patrice Motsepe.
Yeah,
Small
African clubs and the prize you go beyond Africa.
FIFA trophies.
FIFA club. I'm sure he's talking about the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yes, FIFA trophies. Yes. Under 17 years, because we Africa. Now yaji. 23.
GGB.
See, I saw Naba so by the Africa world title ben African yaji.
Say yaji under 17. Yaji under 20.
Oh, me cause Patrice Motsepe by.
Okay, or no
under him there.
Oh no, under him.
As CAF president.
Yeah, under him there.
Such it.
The
last just trophies no.
You know, say classroom. Na the same class. There be a moya mo exam. Said near back could be the first back very.
Yeah.
Name person who some more demo kosra. I just am a class for no more quad school no more competition. Na omotimating kunim. And now because say, hey, send a move to pong. But we jina first, second, or class one prenye. In the same way, say African trophies in quiet day African clubs will win in Africa.
Yeah.
African nations will win in Africa. So under his reign, if he wants to see success, indeed, we are being successful there, then Africa should go beyond the African classroom and then get FIFA or international trophies. So I think that is what he's talking about. And it's a Hungarian tax, especially Red Club World Cup. Ali nom Echo, was it Ali and Motsepe in Bayern Munich?
Yeah. And Pichu, yeah, semi-final.
Under Pichu, Bayern Munich. And we saw it as success.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to break the bands and do very well in the African Club World Cup, FIFA World Cup, and even these youth teams in the crowd. They bring a Kenya team, say a Beji under 17, under 20 near there. But I think say, we're Jumaye, because if you're looking forward to next year, Man City Beko from Europe, and two head teams they be free Europe, among be free South America, then African champions going to face them is a bit difficult. Unfortunate thing for Mr. Motsepe and all of us, and is the la creme de la creme, the best on the continent. Their hope and your aim is to play outside the continent. Motsepe is one person who promised say a lot in terms of say Sikabeba African football. Na African players are more. Na players be free even South America and Asia. Ababe Siakan. Africa, but I think what he promised is probably not what we are seeing. Maybe, just maybe, this African club competition will introduce a beer and no neighbor, but yes, I did dear. Let's see, but for me, promises on the my end. He's an astute businessman. Look at how he's turned or the say Melody Sundowns and all that. But we are not seeing it on the continent still. Clubs support African competition. Even Bobo do semi-final, no we are saying no aboka. So clearly, Jumaye until say a bit to me a Mexica ba African club competitions in Muye. Na clubs in Benya Sikaum, no more to me retain your players. Afebia free Asia, South America, and probably Europe. And it is still going to be a wish, but very, very difficult to execute.
But other continents, FIFA titles and trophies, other continents,
FIFA
why not
Club
Africa? Yeah,
it's only Southern American clubs in Kwan.
but so much.
Yes, Asian Ruby, Europe and Omo. It's either between Europe or the Southern America just few times.
Okay. World Cup.
Yeah. But in terms of who's a Motsepe as a FIFA Club World Cup, no so with the exception of Obeka International, Neoshe Barcelona.
Clubs, national teams.
In terms of FIFA Club World Cup, say Africa Club, Beji FIFA Club World Cup. Even on the Southern American clubs, just few of them. Obeka Santos, Neoshe Liverpool. Obeka International, Neoshe Barcelona. Obeka Ne Santos, share Chelsea. Just few of them. Dudwana has been the European clubs who have been winning the FIFA Club World Cup. ye kwa Real Madrid or kwa obeji
nsi en manimu ya
ebe take time
na anya emre so
ebeti me take time but said in 2010 TP Mazembe were in the finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. They lost against Inter Milan 3-0.
Okay.
And that was that year they won in the semi-final. And Sergio, it was a proper TP Mazembe team that has been built on a solid rock. Majority of more experienced players, were plying their trade on the continent, almost all integral members of the DR Congo national team, apart from the other national teams. Obenya Shestipila Sunzuna was part of the team. Hijani Himondi, Giving Singuluma of Zambia was part of the team. And then Miami own player Lumana Treson Putumabi. And said, Joe, this was an experienced squad under Lamin Diayo building the team. No, even your former coach Pamphilo Mihayo Kazimbi, no, captain that team. No, and that was that TP Mazembe team that won the 2009 Champions League and defended it again in 2010. When they were defending, they beat Esperance 5-0 during the first leg, only in Kinshasa. And Utmusa, it was team that has been built. And that was that TP Mazembe team. A majority of our guys, a dominating squad. I share where Ghana, a Chan tournament, first edition, Ivory Coast. So oftentimes, how do you see African clubs participating and reaching those stages? Ali do semi-final near Sheno. Wakwa ni se bia no aji bronze medal no dia befi. Only TP Mazembe and a team reaching the last two. Ye ka finalists now mbedu animo no. So mbetumi draw.
Okay.
I bet take it time. Say Franco Aka investment, you need to fish for quality players to come and build your squad. Besides, you need to maintain them. No sir build the team no. Say ye ka club or continental obeka se obeben so betimi this ejumaso a oni hwan. Al Ali have been consistent when it comes to winning the competition on the continent. But omudruwa yana teamwork no to de bia elaki. There were some occasions or ultimus or mobile. But yana edru enimu omo ben so omo share big clubs na yana akoyasem. Obi abeka 2010 de no. When TP Mazembe met Inter Milan, Sergio, it was clear say even some of the players they were shivering on the field of play. And when Mourinho G Champions League Benitez Edio Moko that tournament. And that was that time Anna Milito Mu Etumu Ludovic Biabiani Moaba and then Goran Pandev Mo were also part of that Inter Milan team, Walter Samuel, Lucio and the likes. And Sergio Yana to make it and to reach that stage, Sergio, a bit take time. Investment saying yeah. South African teams, some of them are doing or more fat Brazilians, Argentines, and some Chileans. Ediba. There were some occasions where we said some of the Northern African clubs, But said yeah, Western Africa, they say club football is going downwards.
Me say FA president so me about the so also be Ghanaian clubs. So also be more normal digit trophies for Africa. So the FIFA president catch clubs for Africa. Yes, Naro.
The competition is starting not South Americans, especially the Brazilians. And na LED yepa. It started 2000 when Corinthians won.
Yes.
Then cometh Sao Paulo, Liverpool, and so Jade, and international
against Barcelona.
Against Barcelona.
Yeah.
Since then, Abe Europa until 2012.
Yes. When Santos.
Was it Santos? Omubesha Chelsea.
Yes. 2012.
2012.
Yes.
And so Jade. Since then, it's been Europe. And South America, Brazil, Brazil for
Argentine clubs,
they could not.
Yes.
All along since 2000, almost started about some 22 editions of Mabono. It's been European clubs. The only time a non-European club are winning, it's South American and for that matter Brazil.
Yes.
It is issue of money, and then also of course because they say Brazilians, almost stars and at the early stages they leave Brazil and then come to Europe. Yeah, General. And now me say and some na CAF president can ambition, but it's not easy to execute. As I say, and Sikabayan football him. Now you to me retain your talent, near coffee be free baby deba. And I make sure say from 2000 on the FIFA Club World Cup and almost started for front. Now the Brazilians were doing good. We could get the first final Corinthians and I think Vasco Gama bought the first time. Then you have Sao Paulo also winning over Liverpool. Then cometh International. so so Edesha Barcelona. The last time South Americans and for that matter Brazilians Nitin Bemu was 2012 when the Corinthians shared Chelsea 1-0 the J. If free one it's been Europe, and the reason is difficult to find out. A honor best players in the world. A honor mutual sikakesi into no mukokoshia yana editing. Utie Motsepe interview after playing Bayern Munich now. As a trainer says semi-final no kromudruye. Any opportunity to play Bayern Munich no. They felt satisfied. Now bringing it down to what you are saying, which I agree with you perfectly. GFA president, Ebetumenya Kukudru. I catch the Ghana clubs say Ghana titles na ye here African title. Into dreams mukwe mumforce unkoje African title mfambre. Mediema munkoje African title mfambre. Asemwa eding na mnye sure say yemu bia binya Kukudru mpo aka. I don't expect the FA president to say it now because he thinks Utin in Komodia or say or build the foundations and probably it may yield results in future. Realistically, I don't see a Ghanaian club winning an African title within the next 2 or 3 seasons.
Wow.
But say I don't know any swadi huna. This is my ambitions. A dear and shishayane a degu kwen. Na ye to me edru baby a pesi edru.
Yeah.
Very important. It's not just a wish. It's a whole systemic planning. How do we make our league attractive? 2 sponsors. To players or mobile away league in him. Said they be at Tekuni Simpobia, Omunko Vietnam, Omunko Georgia, Omunko Qatar, Iraq, number 3 Bokakra, Nama league and I attractive. A whole lot of things. Yeah, easy.
Oh. Wow. Whoever is suggesting that local players should be camped after every game to form the Black Stars is forgetting that Ghanaian players leave to play in countries like Iraq, Ethiopia, India, Djibouti. So how can local players form the Black Stars when they are leaving every month? We shouldn't be desperate and make some impossible suggestions cause Ghana lost to Comoros. The local players belong to their clubs and not the national team. Kofi, Kaswa, and Asadiwe Abreye. Earlier message, big buyer.
Oh, big buyer. Or say the foreigners are not committed.
Yes.
I don't put the foreign-based players and free on foreigners.
Yes.
Say they are not committed.
Yeah.
TM Lucas one and more Black Stars. This is how comedians.
Na yenkampu omunche. Titina ne timiko di Brazil 3 months. So we said Black Stars. Before 1978, Puku Afri no ebeji 78 e Ghana no ko Brazil be 3 months. Mbai san koi.
Yeah.
And never mako come 1 3 months.
I never mean. So what dreams I came enye yebim. Young Campi Lucas and in check, name for one, enye yebim. The players are now professional players. Those times, no more professional. Professional as in definition of FIFA professional. Baby paid their attitude, paid their performance. They were exhibiting high level of professionalism. But I'm saying that those times, you know, or he didn't bet to me because where you play away, you Kwame Nkrumah, as a Republicans. For women, we are dear Fanama, and no bad way in his eye. To mean campaign move. Or more year clubs and they are not one aspect of it, and you're possible to say. And ne. See a free local player, our national team, no any be a more, no your kids ni be share, a training, no the kind of CV who are a child 6 months, no a foreign 6 months. Until I'm saying a child.
Mediama 3 players now from Black Stars. So much time Mediama be 2 months to cry or be
General Moses Mona Yiri Muama, African, no Munya, offers about Munina. Enti look as no.
Yes.
You said the Black Stars are there chin no.
Oh, my Champions League no chassis. Na so e bia wa 1-2 goals bi.
No.
International media no be.
Younger no be
yeah, you be capture no. Obeni na me bia.
Every local player who is good enough.
Your problems back why you facing no.
Your problem no enti abusua omo abrochire ne yempo e den asesi ade omo na bebo.
Yeah.
Because they also a local. Let's assume so you're good enough to play for the Black Stars. The next day he's foreign. Where is a free banner? A free banner, a Bob Blaster, Bakumi, no call World Cup. So where I kicking. I am medium of 1 I him, not sending Moses, my brain, will keep your brand just for this competition. It is not easy. Immediately, I be mediama, every African. Next transfer window, he's no more a local player.
Gold Stars, Gold King, guy.
Abednego.
Yanko became United. I'm top scorer around so.
You're saying.
Okay.
Mishaka.
Okay, Mizaka free.
No.
Chelsea.
Make became United.
Okra.
No, Okra.
Okay, Afis Konkoni.
Afis Konkoni.
Oh, younger. Afis Konkoni. Afis Konkoni.
Where is he?
Obeba Kroma kra.
Where is he?
Money medium.
It don't pay ya no moko. And the form local blasters na mo kano.
Even besides that kra.
Kotokomoro. Left fullback.
Yeah, Ibrahim.
Ibrahim Moro played very well that season, providing about 5 assists or so. This season in Sudan.
Ko?
Yeah, baby, Sudan.
Obi obeyi ni hu kakra bibia. Obeko.
Nti solution no nye say foreign for no yenya o masem ne campaign local for no enye yi. One no to campaign 2 obono ni ya obeko. Nti
all right.
Sergio, even beside that quality issue of quality here.
Oh yeah.
Sergio,
Sergio,
current Black Star players, you know, Minjini said none of them can be compared to Chastila. Current Black Stars players, you know. None of them any Bobo change Chastila. So imagine, say those days, you know, you were quality players from Boy League are you good enough to infiltrate international teams. Yet me bo qualifiers, professionals be free Europe, abani ama chipsa, ashasiye. Yesi uwa uye makedu se tenanchei. Yet me fre John Pencil no yesi dankwe bebo. The late Godfrey Yeboah yet me man bebo 3. Those were that days. Isa Ahmed yet me fre Kofi Amponsah mo John Mensah yesi Isa Ahmed wo ma Kofi Amponsah tena bench na wo bo. I said you na betimi aka na. The current crop of players no ye betimi make those case for them ana. We can't. So
we can't.
Asemna ni pakone non starter kura.
Wow, mami kom Sir Franco Naro.